Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to do the gearbox oil change. Manual recommends every 150 hours, I believe. I think so. And show you just how simple this is, or how hard it could be. I'm going to slide the deck out, and then we'll get to it. I actually tried to, off camera, before this present time, tried to pull this tub off. I thought you could be like, right in there. Because putting fluid in it, that would be the hardest thing where it's at right now. So I was like, hell, we pull this tub off, then we get right in there, because it was 2 bolts, 5mm Allens, and then you needed a 13mm from underneath. And then I could move the tub, I just couldn't get over these pedals, and I couldn't get over this knob, the cut adjustment knob. So anyway, I'm going to pull the deck off. We'll get in there and we'll get that. Looks like we just got to pull these pins, work these pins around, and then we'll pull this bar off, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll just get it off the drive shaft, slide her forward, have your wheels kind of in a line, that way you can slide it off the shaft and then pull her out. I need to tighten that wheel up too. Anywho, let's get to it. So, that was just spick and span, just help clean this up a little bit. That's what we're looking at. Here's the drain. 13, and there's a fill. And while you're here, blow all that shit out. All that shit gets trapped in there, and while you're here, you might as well grease these. I did have to raise this up a bit to get past this back stud back here. Just a little bit. Probably the uneven floor in here didn't help. That's the way it was leaning, the way the floor leans. So, and then before you put it back in, you might as well grease that while you're there. And grease them. I just greased the spindles, so I'll just hit the drive shaft and we'll be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to start draining now. While I was in there, I'll go ahead and do a plate change. Glad I did. I actually got in the manual and checked and seen what kind of fluid it come out, or it took. Because it come out hydraulic fluid. And I would have bet, man, I would have bet it was gear oil. Should have been gear oil. But the manual calls for that super UDT, and good thing I got a little bit left. The manual called for 0.15. So, let's go ahead and get this topped off. Pour it in until it comes out the check hole. And we're on our way. Gotta find out which bucket it is. Or where did I put it? Okay, so for future reference, the check bolt is a 12 millimeter, and the fill bolt is a 22 millimeter, or you can get a 7/8 to work if you don't have metric. But prefer to use what it's supposed to be. So let's get these. I'm just go ahead and hit these spindles and that shaft, and we'll slide her back in. I'll put this in. We'll get it. Alright, so that's the end of that. I would recommend putting your deck all the way down. That way you ain't got to stick a steel toe underneath to hold it and get something else. But anyway, I think we're at like 724. Yeah, basically 7238. So, yeah. zg23 Gearbox Fluid Change. It says manuals calls to check it every 50 and change it every 150. So, yep. I'll see y'all in the next one. I got some blades I'm going to sharpen, get them ready. I will see y'all later.